beats talent every single time. Introducing the new BF Goodrich all-terrain KO3 tire. Legendary toughness made tougher. BF Goodrich, what are you building for?
The international race attracts drivers and off-road racing enthusiasts from all over the world.
Off-road racing is important to Baja Designs because, simply put, it tests the envelope and it clearly makes or breaks the progression aspect of what we do and why we do it. The racers out here are the 1% pushing it to its full potential. This is a proving ground for every aspect of lighting.
Bill Alexander Ford, Yuma's best choice, has it all for you. Go online to BillAlexanderFord.com and get more for your trade. BillAlexanderFord.com for the best selection. BillAlexanderFord.com for 0% financing. BillAlexanderFord.com for no payments for 90 days. BillAlexanderFord.com for 0 down payments. BillAlexanderFord.com for over 350 vehicles. Go to BillAlexanderFord.com for the difference you can count on.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are here. It is 3 o'clock. That means it's time for another one of your Method Race Wheels Fishgistics updates, brought to you by Fox Racing Shocks all day today. We are about halfway through this race. The cars have made it over to the coast, or almost to the coast. The first couple leaders have made it across the crossover road, and just like the Baja 500, we have the same situation. Toby Price just got out of the truck, handed it off to Paul Wheel in first place. Right behind him by only about 2 minutes is Alan Ampudia. So once again, we have a repeat. Like we said, just like at the Baja 500, it was these same two trucks that were out front. They changed drivers in almost the same spot over once they got to the coast. And here we go. Alan Ampudia will be staying in his car. He will be making it all the way to the finish, driving it himself. He's not getting out. Like we said, Paul Wheel just got in the Toby Price entry truck, and Paul's going to take it to the finish. So this will be a good one to watch. Once again, we got Brent Bauman in there with Paul. He's going to try to keep them calm, try to keep them on pace and get going. We got Kyle Kraft in there with Alan Ampudia. Gonna get him to get on the gas, and they're gonna try to run down Paul just like they did at the 500. So this is gonna be exciting to see. The coolest part is we have in-car cameras on both of them. So if you look at the top of your screen there, top left is Paul Wheel, Toby Price in car. Top center, Alan Ampudia in car. Over just below him on the bottom left over there is Lofton. I think Lofton is actually third now. So Lofton, we got in car. We got Polvardi top right up there. He's running fourth or fifth right now. And then we got Menzies in the middle, who's running like sixth right now. We got Robbie Gordon, who's still broke right here. And then we have Cameron Steele right here. Where is he? Here he is. Right over here. Wait, there we go. Right there. There's Cameron Steele. Cameron Steele is now your lead two-wheel drive trophy truck because the Mikey Lawrence truck is upside down. So we saw them on the Mike Marsal feed. They actually rolled. So if you come back over here, here's what we're talking about. The 85T was your first place two-wheel drive class all day, but then they rolled over right there. You can see right where they are there at mile 204. They were upside down. They had a strap over the car, but it was sitting completely on the roof. They had a strap out and over the car, so we're going to assume everybody's okay because they weren't waving down the helicopter or anything crazy like that. So that's what's happening with the 85T. That means that, like I just said, Cameron Steele is now going to be your first place two-wheel drive. Second place two-wheel drive is gaining on him, though. The 78, RJ Stidham, is no slouch, and he is not just sitting back there. He's been pushing and gaining all day, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Let's go and see if we have any times for that class, actually. Here, let's see when the last timing loop was with those guys. And so Mikey Lawrence was still showing as first. But yeah, look at this. RJ Stidham was ahead of Cameron Steele on the last timing loop. So I'm telling you, RJ's moving his way up. So Cameron's going to have to get going. He's going to have to get over to the coast, and Cameron's going to have to step it up a notch because he's getting beat right now by the truck that's behind him on corrected time. Because remember, this all goes by corrected time. So Cameron Steele, you got to get going a little bit. If you guys are watching, tell him to turn it up a little bit. He's got to go because the 78T is coming. Let's look at the trophy truck times. So this was at mile 248. What mile are they at right now? Let's go look again. I think that's actually pretty good. They're at, 251. Okay, so this is really good times right here. So check this out. These are brand new, fresh times that just came in. So Toby Price out front, he has 1 minute and 33 seconds corrected time on Alan Ampudia. So only 1:33 lead right now. Now he has 4:06 on Kevin Thompson, who's in third. He's got 5:43 on Justin Lofton, who's in fourth, and then Luke McMillan, 7:38 in fifth. Luke's actually lost a little bit of time today because you can see he was sixth, he was fourth last time, and now he lost a spot and he's back to fifth. So Luke kind of just hanging around the fourth, fifth place spot there. He's going to have to pick it up a little bit. You can see Justin Lofton, he went from third to fifth to fourth, so he's kind of just hanging right around that fourth place spot all day. Kevin Thompson, fourth, second, third, looking pretty good. And then Alan Ampudia, second, third, second. So Alan's pretty much just been staying in second all day, but he has a bit of a lead. He's got a 2 minute and 33 second lead over Kevin Thompson right now. So that's a look at your leaders in the trophy truck. That is also your overall leaders right there. There's no spec guys or anybody that's giving these guys a run for the overall at this point. The spec class, we can see it, race mile 157. That was a little while ago, so we're going to want to get another update in a bit. But Justin Davis was first. He had a 2 minute and 13 second lead over Jason McNeil, but we know that's changed since then. Jason McNeil, we did see him get a flat tire, so I think he's going to lose a little bit more time, which means Justin Davis probably has a little bit bigger lead now. Jordan Dean was in third place there, but look, he was only 3 seconds behind Jason McNeil, so he might actually be second on time. We're going to have to wait and see till those guys come through race mile 248 and see what kind of times we have for them over there. So let me see. We were told that Lofton had a flat as well a little bit ago. So yeah, we got lots of flat tires going on, it sounds like. There's definitely some rocks out there. These guys are pushing hard and they're getting some flats. All right, well, what else? That's pretty much those classes. Let's go look at the Pro UTV Open class, and then we'll come back to the specs real quick. I just wanted to show this first. So we have Brock Eager out front. We got Max Eddy now showing his second. Where did Caden McCackern go? Caden, where did Caden go? There he is. Sorry, that's Caden. Was he there a second ago? I might have missed him. Okay, so Caden McCackern is showing out front, but Brock Eager hasn't updated for 4 minutes. Brock is still going to be in first. So it's going to be Brock, then it's going to be Caden, and it's going to be Max Eddy. So SCI cars 1, 2, 3. Then we got Mike Caffro fourth, Blake Wilkie fifth. We got Justin Lambert sixth, Cole Christian seventh, Brandon Sims eighth, Alexander 9th, and Mitchell Alsup is going to be 10th. That is your top 10 in UTV Pro Open. Let's look at some of the other classes. Score two-wheel drive, we already touched on that. Excuse me, I got sneezing here. All right, we got two-wheel drives. We got the 16T, 78T, 19T, 62T, and the 85T. That is a look at your top 5 in the two-wheel drive class. Kind of spread out. Trophy Truck Legends, this is going to be Gustavo and them. They are way out front. I mean, their lead just keeps getting bigger and bigger every time we look. Look at that. They're at mile 240, and the second place is at 188. They have about a 50-mile lead at this point in their class. It's just insane. All they have to do is get to the finish line. So yeah, Trophy Truck Legends just getting dominated by Vidosla and Ricky Johnson. All right, Spec Trucks. There's some closer racing here. This ain't no 50-mile lead in the Spec Truck class, I'll tell you that. So we have Justin Davis and Jason McNeil. Look at this. They are literally right on each other. We're going to have to wait and see who comes where. We're going to have times once they get over to the end of the crossover road, and we will be able to check on their times over there and see exactly who's where. So, because watch, here's what we're talking about. If we go back over here, look at the top. They were 2 minutes apart here, but now we're going to want to wait and see when this thing updates again, because they're going to be really, really close. Now, we do have a in-car in Justin Davis, I believe. Hold on. We got to turn it on. I don't know if I have it on yet. Let me find it. This is watchparty.cc if you guys are just tuned in right now. There's so many people that have these now. I don't even see it over here, but I'm probably just missing it. So if anybody, let's see, where is it? I saw it on here earlier, I swear. Fiberworks has one. Let's turn on Jason's here and see if it's working. Yeah, it's working. Okay, so look at Jason McNeil here. Oh, I got to move out of the way. Okay, bottom right of the screen. That is Jason McNeil in the dust. You literally see him in the dust. I think we're going to be right behind Justin Davis. He's coming across the crossover road right now. Let's tune in and listen in for a second. Okay, that's not the feed with the audio. They did have in-car audio earlier. I think that's on a different feed. But that's pretty cool that you're looking at the bottom right of your screen right there. That is Jason McNeil, and he is trying to chase down Justin Davis in the Green Army car. And I know they had a camera. It's bugging me. I can't find it now. Maybe it's not working right now. So really close in the spec truck racing there between those two. It's gonna be fun to watch that the rest of the way. Class 1, let's go look at Class 1 while we got them loaded here. We got to back it up a little bit for them. So let's see, where's Class 1? Back over here, 127. All right, that is Cody Parkhouse in the lead. He does have a camera going because we were just watching that. Dale Eberts, second. He has a camera going. Cody Reed, third. They did have a camera going as well. 172, Jack Grabowski, fourth. And then Brad Wilson is going to be fifth. So there's a look at your Class 1s. Class 10 was also pretty close together. So let's go look at Class 10. They are over here. It's still close. Look at this. We got the 1000 Francisco. We have Stan Potter and we have Zach McLaren. All 1, 2, 3, all within about a mile, less than a mile of each other, less than half a mile, right? 174.1 and 173.6. Literally a half a mile. Half a mile between 3 10 cars. First, second, and third place Class 10 car are within a half mile of each other. So very close racing in Class 10. Always a good race there. Pro Stock UTV. Let's look. We don't have to go back too far. We got, well, one way out front here. Francisco Beltran is just smoking everybody. He is way in the front. We got Antonio Mendez second. So really spread out 1, 2. And then we got 3, Andy, 4, Janie Lee. Oh, look at, they're moving up. The girls. This is the Monster Energy girls. Their first time racing in Baja. They're in, what is that, 4th place? Yeah, they're in 4th place now. Wow, they're on a good one. So Janie Lee and them moving up. Antonio is in 5th. Yoshi is in 6th. That's a look at the Pro Stock UTVs. Now, let's see. What else do we have for you guys? I think that's about it, right? Propin. Yeah. Looking pretty good there. So we have... I think that's it. I think that's what we got for your update. We checked on most of the classes. I wanted to see some spec times, but they're not over there yet. So keep an eye on the score spec times when they get there. Justin Davis and Jason McNeil, they're going to be really close together once they get right here where the 1L is. When they get on the highway at check 1, that's where that next timing loop is. So come back over here to the score timing page, and that race mile 248, that timing loop is right at the road there, so you'll get some good times there. If we go look at trophy trucks on here, just so you know, so they were like we said, Toby Price was winning by 1.5 minutes if you just joined us. That was the first one there. Oh, the FI, did I not do the FI class? Let's see. UTV forced induction. Where are they? Forced induction. How come I can't find them? There they are. All right. This was, yeah, Edgar Garcia and Caden Wells. Okay, they're still 1 and 2. So Edgar's still out front. Caden Wells right there, though, keeping the pressure on. So good race between them for first and second there. Then in third, it's Jason Weller. I think he might have been 4th earlier, so he's moving his way up a bit. Next, we have Francisco, different Francisco. There we got Zach Lumsden. We got Jorge and Joel. Donald. Oh yeah, Donald Cerrone. And then we have the 2917, 2919, 18, kind of all spread out really, the forced induction class. The best race is right here, first and second. So Caden Wells and Edgar Garcia, that is the best race going on in the forced induction class right now. So that's that. Tucker says, does anyone know if handing something to a race car from the chase truck in the speed zone is legal? Well, I don't know about that one, Tucker. That's a good one. Let's hear it. Who did it? Who did that? There's always got to be something good going on, huh? I know you're not allowed to touch the vehicle. We know that because Tavo got in trouble when they were adjusting their light bar years back. Remember, from the chase truck in the front of it trying to adjust it. However, handing something to them, I don't know if that's really considered pitting or not, because pitting on the highway is illegal, but handing them something real quick, if you don't actually touch them or don't touch the vehicle, maybe that's a gray area. So I'm going to say that's a gray area. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens there. There's always something going on in Baja, right? You never know. You never know what's happening down there. All right. Well, that's what we got going for you guys. Back look at the front again. Good race here between Toby Price and Alan Ampudia. That is Paul Wheel in there now. So we're gonna tune in and we're gonna watch. This is gonna be fun to see throughout the day here today. If we want to watch these ones, let's see if we maximize. See, you can go big on one. That's a look inside Paul Wheel right now. We got Brent Bauman in there riding with him. So that is your main car. That is your lead car right now. And then if we go back, we can look at Alan Ampudia. Go his full screen. Here's Alan Ampudia and Kyle Kraft. They are chasing him down. You see that dust in front of him? That dust is Paul Wheel's dust. And Alan is on it. And he wants to chase him down. Now remember, Alan started 1 minute behind Paul Wheel. So he does not have to pass him, just like last time. He doesn't have to pass him in order to beat him. He just has to finish within 1 minute of him at the finish line. If he's within a minute of Paul, he's going to be ahead of Paul. You can see he's taking some good lines right here. It's either or through there. They have them marked off left or right. And that's where we're at. So you guys head over to watchparty.cc, watch this, and I will be back at 4 o'clock with your next update here on Fishgistics. It's watchparty.cc. That's how you get to this screen right here. So go over there. It's free. Just put your email in, and then you log in with your email, and then you get to do all this with all the cameras. All the cameras are on the left. You just add them to the canvas, and you can drag them around and do whatever you want with them here. It's super cool. Thanks to Dustin once again for making this thing. It makes it awesome to watch. I mean, this is pretty cool watching this. It's cool having the in-car cameras with Starstream, but now the fact we can convert, or we can make our own page and drag them around and turn sound on and off is just this awesome. It's bad.